So Natalia, can you tell me about the Terroir of Santorini? Tell me about what vineyard we're at, the altitude, and what kind of, the soil that we have.
Santorini's soil is volcanic, mainly from volcanic rocks and pumice, and in different percentages. It depends on the village we are on. And here we are in Pyrgos. Pyrgos is one of the most famous villages and the highest one in 300 meters of altitude. And here this vineyard is mainly made from Assyrtiko. Assyrtiko is the most famous grape variety. Santorini covers 75%.
Excellent. What does the altitude mean in difference, compared, because you make some single vineyard wines and you work with different vineyards around the island. What difference does the altitude make?
There are not big differences in altitude because the highest is 4,400 meters. But as we go higher, we do the harvest later, so that means higher alcohol, full body wines.
Excellent. And we're in a very windy climate, as we can see today, although apparently this isn't the windiest. So can you tell us a bit about how you train these vineyards in order to survive in the wind and the hot climate?
We've grown all the vines, most of the vines, like baskets, like the one we see here. So we want to keep them on the ground, protect them from the wind, so we don't put them on trails. And every winter, when it's a pruning time, we take the canes and we wrap them manually around the vine. So we keep it on the ground, protect it from the extreme conditions of Santorini. As you can see, it's almost summer and very, very windy. And during the summer, the grapes grow on the ground, inside and outside of the cura, and the leaves protect them from the sun, which is very strong.
Excellent. And thinking about your different vineyards, what makes the difference to the grapes? Because you have several different Assyrtiko wines within the range. Is it the vine age? Is it the exposure? What are the most important factors for the different styles of Assyrtiko?
We do a lot of experiments on different Assyrtikos in the last years in different plots. There is not a scientific explanation about this actually.
What is the range of vine age that you work with?
The younger vines we use are 20 years old, so we use them for the BGI wines we have. The older vines we have are 150 years old or even older, and we use them basically for our single Assyrtikos.
Excellent. And what is the difference in yield between the younger vines and the older vines?
There is a small difference, so the average yield is 2,000 to 3,000 kilos per hectare per year. Of course, the older vines produce less.
Wonderful. And we were just tasting your Vinsanto, which is delicious. Can you tell me a bit about the production of Vinsanto and how many grapes you need to make a bottle?
Yeah, that's really interesting because we pick the grapes of Assyrtiko and Aidani and we sun dry them for 10 to 14 days. They get sun dried, so they're concentrated, and we need almost 8 to 10 kilos of grapes to produce each bottle.
And that's a small bottle.
Half liter, yes.
Amazing. So that would be, if we're looking at that kind of 2,000 kilos a hectare, that's 5 hectares of grapes per bottle. Incredible. And how does Vinsanto taste? What is the kind of winemaking that you use, and how does that change the grape taste, wine taste?
The winemaking.
Yeah.
So we do a normal, very slow fermentation because it has a lot of sugars. It stops on its own, so we don't add alcohol. It's a natural sweet wine, and then we keep it for 8 years into French oak barrels for the aging process. Then we bottle it, and after a few months of cellaring, it's ready for the market. So it's a very complex wine with aromas of dried apricots, prunes, caramel, chocolate, coffee, and as it ages, it's getting different aromas, and it's very sweet but keeps the high acidity
also have a restaurant, obviously, at the winery, which is very kind of well known. What is your favourite pairing for one of your single vineyard Assyrtikos?
This is a difficult question for me because they change the menu every year, so I'm sorry I don't have a specific answer for this.
Okay, but maybe local seafood or
in general, single vineyards are perfect with fat fishes like